Back at Masters Academy, ready to go between the host Eagles and Windermere Prep Lakers here in the second game of our triple header from the Masters Classic. Let's show you the starting lineups for both of these teams. Nickelberry, the leading scorer. We profiled him in the open. Parker Davis, Mitchell Siegel, Zion Golding, all averaging in double figures. Masters Academy has 5 players, all of which can handle the ball. Tanner Rubio averaging 17.7 points and 6.1 assists. He is a lot of fun to watch. Dynamic senior guard in the open floor for Masters Academy. Mike, how about your keys to the game?
Well, for Masters, they have to make outside shots, so their shot selection has to be good. They're not going to pound it inside. Bonner's really the main guy that's going to get to the rim, but they need to make three-point shots early and often. For Windermere Prep, I'd go inside as much as you can. You'd have Nickelberry one to attacking, getting mismatch on the block. He needs to be aggressive in the low post early.
Golding doesn't excel in the post, though he does have the ability to score from down there. Rubio, quick trigger. Everybody on this Masters team can shoot it from deep, and they've got unlimited range.
Yeah, but when Rubio hits one, he might end up going off for 5 or 6 more. He's got that Jimmer Fredette type quality of stepping back deep beyond the three-point line.
Parker Davis inside the free throw line hits the jumper. Going back to Rubio, Reggie Cohn said that he is the best shooter he's ever coached. And you think about some of the guys that have been under the leadership of Reggie Cohn. Nick Kalathis is the first name that comes to mind. He's in the NBA right now and was a terrific shooter, but he says Rubio's better at this level.
And he knows good shooters. And people forget that Reggie Cohn is probably the best shooter to ever come out of the University of South Florida.
4-year starter at USF. Rubio from 26 feet. A little bit of a heat check there after he hit his first 3.
What I would say to that comment is usually you heat check after your 3rd or 4th 3, except that you're exactly right. Rubio only needs 1 to go in. He only needs 1 to go in for him to start catching fire, because he is a lights-out three-point shooter.
Final minute of the opening period. And another 3 from Rubio.
There's the real heat check, Mr. Ryan.
Not shy about letting it fly from anywhere. He's got a couple of 3s. Transfer from International Community School.
Shots down, you can see why both these teams are very feared.
It's 2 among the highest scoring teams in Central Florida. There's Rubio answering the 3 by Golding.
Oh boy, that's 3. That's 3. We might be ready for 5, 6, 7 of these tonight.
15 for Bonner. Steal by Rubio. 7 in a row for Masters, and they've got the lead.
Doing everything tonight. Masters Academy, everything going their way.
Get from any other player.
Well, you don't have to be strong to block shots, and Rubio tried to thread the needle on that. Coach Cohn is not happy. You're forcing the interior pass in a tight ball game. Can't do that.
That speaks to what he told us about Rubio earlier this year, that his biggest strength is also his biggest weakness. He gets cute with the ball, but his swagger is what makes him special.
No, he's fearless, and so a lot of times you have to live with those turnovers if you're a coach, because he's not going to be a perfect player, because no player is. But he's so good. He's such a great shooter. He's a great ball handler. He's got phenomenal vision, and a lot of times that confidence can lead you to doing something that you would not normally be able to do. Just like on that last pass, you can't thread, especially against a team like Windermere Prep. If you're doing it with a different squad, it's a totally different scenario. That will shift it.
Largest lead for Windermere Prep at 7. Rubio's missed back-to-back 3s. Don't see that very often. Rebound tracked down by Josh Marble. Killer crossover, and he got the bounce.
Oh, don't hurt him. Don't hurt him, Rubio.
And an offensive foul going to be called against Mateus Westphalen.
Might want to check your shoes. Oh, man, it might have a sprained ankle on that one. You might need to throw a little icy hot on that left ankle. That's rough. Radius is that type of athlete that Coach Ben Wilson loves, brings a lot of effort, a lot of energy.
Rubio fading away and knocking it down.
Oh, man, he's in for a 30-point night. You could just see it. I mean, he is locked in.
He's got half of the points for Masters, 18 for Rubio. He's 7 for 10.
I like how he keeps the game simple.
Rubio's got another 3. 21 in the first half for Tanner Rubio, is keeping Masters in it.
He's the only guy for Masters that's doing anything right now on the offensive end.
Radius Inside the three-point line, Rubio boards it. Parker Davis quickly picking him up, but not out deep enough. I think if he'd knocked that one down, we would have just taken off the headsets. Masters Academy is in 4A, and as we talked at the top of the broadcast, the Eagles are rapidly developing into a private school power here in Central Florida.
Well, you can see the style of play that they like. It's drive and kick, drive and kick. All 5 guys can shoot from the perimeter, and you can see right now as you have all the transfers coming in for Masters Academy, Tanner Rubio is by far, I mean, like the pleasant surprise for Coach Cohn coming in from International Community School. He is a lights-out shooter. He'll play at the next level. Not sure where yet, but you could see his skill set. He could play in a lot of good schools.
This is what Reggie Cohn expected, maybe not expected, but wanted to happen. He thought that his presence here, and if they could have some success, it would draw players to this program. That graphic we just saw is a perfect example.
It's style of play. Players love going to schools that you're going to be aggressive, you're going to be attacking, you have an offensive mindset. Reggie Cohn was an offensive-minded player in college, so he continues that in his coaching. They're fundamentally sound. He lets the guys shoot. They look like they're having fun. They play hard, they play aggressive, and he wins state championships. I'd want to go play for a guy like that.
4 of them. Cohn has more state championships than any coach in Central Florida history. Masters Academy stayed in it thanks to the sharp shooting of Tanner Rubio, the transfer from International Community School, red hot.
Yeah, really the only bright spot for Masters Academy, but he is the Jimmer Fredette of Central Florida high school basketball. He'll shoot it from 30 feet if you let him. Windermere Prep needs to find a way in the zone to extend out on him because he is knocking shots down right now, and he hit as many in the first half. He's probably going to knock down a couple more in the third and fourth quarter.
5 of 9 from three-point range, 8 of 12 overall from the field for Tanner Rubio. He leads all scorers with 21. Windermere.
There's that extended 2-3 zone for Windermere Prep.
Rubio passed up the 3 to get Cole Thomas a look.
It's actually a really good decision. Rubio got caught on an island in a post-up situation.
I got Zion Golding for an offensive foul.
Oh, man, I didn't see that.
No indication that that was going to be the call until it was reported at the table.
I think they called him for hooking.
If we lost 3 or 4 viewers, I'm not going to blame you for it. Underneath, tie game, Cole Thomas.
That's a beautiful pass, too. I mean, they are doing a really good job of finding the seams in that Windermere Prep zone.
Nickelberry will take it. Has yet to hit a 3 here in the third quarter. All of them have been short.
And Masters going to let him keep shooting those threes.
Rubio circling underneath and knocking it down to put the Eagles in front.
Shades of my favorite point guard of all time, Steve Nash.
Yeah.
Dribble along the baseline there.
Masters Academy during the holiday break took a trip to Hawaii to play in the Iolani Classic, one of the nation's most prestigious tournaments. Masters went 2-2, beat the best 2 teams in Hawaii, including host Iolani. Also took a trip to North Shore, got a chance to visit Pearl Harbor. Special experiences for both of these programs.
Yeah, no question, especially at that age. A lot of times you're very fortunate. This is where basketball can take you. You know, when you play high-level sports, you get your grades right, you can be a part of something really special, and that's basketball that you're going to see at the next levels when you have to travel. And how about that dribble weave play by Matt? That's the right call to make.
Rubio attacking pressure.
Ooh.
No one passed upon her.
Don't do him like that, Rubio.
No answers right now from the #1 team in Central Florida. The Lakers are on the ropes, trailing by 11. One more look at the last dime from Rubio.
Oh, that's that look away, little hand up. A little bit of flair for that. Oh, it's beautiful. I love it. Man, I want to see that on a highlight loop.
Swagger is what makes him special, according to Coach Reggie Cohn.
And you need that confidence. If you're going to be an undersized guard, you need that type of confidence. He has phenomenal vision, good ball handle. We know that he can knock it down from deep. He knows exactly what to do with it. He doesn't have anything. He doesn't force it. Kicks it back out to the guards. Windermere Prep's back in the zone. Oh!
Rubio whipping it inside with a one-hand underhand feed to Cole Thomas.
Rubio. Wow.
A couple of ridiculous passes by Tanner Rubio.
That's stupid. I mean, that's stupid. I mean, just that's shades of white chocolate Jason Williams there for the Memphis Grizzlies. My goodness.
You going to be recruiting Tanner Rubio for your pro-am team when this thing's over?
Oh, man. Well, number one, that's not legal because he'll be in college next year. But, I mean, he might be able to play, but I'll have to check the rule book. He can play backup point guard to me if he wants.
Masters Academy trailed by 16 in the first half, trying to hold on here against the #1 team in Central Florida. Right now, it's a 4-point margin as Rubio handles on Golding. Got a screen from Cluxton.
Oh,
Bonner. Counter and a foul.
Listen, that is a unbelievable play by Bonner, but Rubio made that happen. He put on a ball handling clinic on that pick and roll. Watch this. 1, 2. Whoop. Check yourself. Good skip, got knocked, and then Bonner does what he does best. So, you know, Windermere Prep has to go for a quick steal and then a foul right away. Oh, it's too much time. We're ready. Too much time went off the clock. In a dead ball situation, you especially have to know where Rubio is at all times.
Windermere Prep had 52 points in the first half. They've got 20 here in the second.
I'm telling you right now, if I'm a mid-major college coach, I'm recruiting Bonner. I mean, I think he's outstanding. As a combo guard, he's got the strength to come in and play right away.
Two teams that we could very well see both at the state tournament in their respective classifications.
Yeah, no question. I think Windermere Prep, it wasn't their night tonight. They missed a ton of shots. They were certainly playing with a lot of effort. Just Masters had a better game plan. Rubio went off and started knocking down shots, forced everybody else to adjust.
Crediting the defense of Masters Academy for a terrific second half. They give up 52 in the first, only 22 in the second. And the Eagles knock off Central Florida's #1 team. For Mike O'Donnell and our entire Brighthouse Sports Network crew, led by producer Jeremy Swenson and director Dan Roberts and Austin Lyons, saying so long from Oviedo. Masters Academy tops Windermere Prep.